It could mean goodbye to our favorite local bands and our favorite local venues. Canada's music scene is struggling during this pandemic. So now musicians and music companies are grabbing the mic to ask for help. Vancouver's Mother Mother is one of many Canadian bands asking the federal government for help, with concern our country's music scene will never recover from COVID-19.
These spaces that allow us a place to gather and share art and time and space with each other are in dire need of some help from the government during this crazy pandemic time.
A coalition of independent Canadian music venues is asking that independent for-profit music companies be included in the Emergency Support Fund for cultural heritage and sport organizations.
We want to make sure that they understand that we're critical in the live music sector in Canada and to allocate some funding for our sector. Otherwise, it's pretty dire.
Mohtar Mohammed has been the owner and operator of Vancouver's Rickshaw Theatre for 9 years. He's seen many bands come through his doors to get their start.
Each year, we've progressively gotten more shows, and we've become an institution in the Vancouver music scene. And 2020, ironically, was shaping up to be our best year ever. And then, it came to a grinding halt.
Industry experts say over 90% of independent venues in Canada will be silenced by COVID-19. They were the first to close and will be among the last to reopen.
The thing is a trickle-down effect. So if we don't have places to gather, places to play in when we tour, then we don't have tours. And, what that means for bands is not having money to survive.
The revenue that's being made by almost any band, big or small, is all having to do with live touring. That change happened a few years ago. So something like this sort of really hits at the very heart of the industry.
Artists and venue owners have created an online petition, and they've taken to social media, asking the public to write to the federal government, the Department of Canadian Heritage, and members of Parliament for help. Many musicians saying they worry without aid, the Canadian music scene won't survive the pandemic.
I don't know what that looks like, but I don't really want to live in a world where that's what's going on.
In Vancouver, Ashley Burr, City News.